Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's episode is the MU Metal Model Transformers Decepticon Tarn partial build. As with all the other metal models, it was very challenging, had a lot of steps, had some pieces that were a little difficult, but the end product turned out to be great, looked amazing, just like all the other pieces. But I hope you can get through all the episodes and I hope you enjoy them. And as always, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment so I can get more content out to you. Welcome back everyone. I know in our last episode we had just finished doing the left arm, and I mentioned I wasn't gonna film working on it just because, or on the right one, just because it was going to be about the same. It looked exactly the same, just opposite, just reversed and everything, but this is the one I actually did the episode on to get it complete. So this is the one that I went ahead and completed, not filmed. Looks kind of the same. The only difference is the hand is opened up because that's made to hold the weapon he's going to have. And then the treads are just at a different angle on one of them. Just because he wants to kind of hold the arm out at a little higher up than what the other one was. So, but other than that, I mean, the rest of it, was built exactly the same way. There wasn't any different steps or anything like that. So, just looking at this, looks like it's a little loose, but it looks alright. So we will put those away for now. And it looks like the next part is kind of the back, the shoulder area, kind of the chest, or not for sure exactly, but we shall get into it and see what we can do. So, and as you see, I already got the pieces cut out just to kind of move along. So, I'm going to be starting with this. And it looks like, of course, you got cat hair everywhere. So do an E5. So I start with this one. And I slid it off. There we go. That's another reason why I have a pad is if you start sliding things off, then you can be able to pick them up. So but with the arms and legs done, I mean, I ain't gonna say the hard part was done, but you shouldn't have to worry about doing any multiple steps or anything like you do for those, but getting those done, you at least know you're more than halfway done now. I'm just working this way around just to get it to line up, because each side's going to line up with the other. So that's where you kind of know how far for it to go down. And I'm just gonna, even though they're at the angle, the side's at the angle, the actual tab needs to be straight down, because that's where it's gonna go into the slots are gonna slide into. They're gonna be looking for a tab that's gonna be straight up and down, not an angle. So goes right here. Yeah, it's just off by a little bit, so. There we go. Pop it in. Interesting. So this one is kind of a, yeah. This is gonna get bent over. It's almost like a U because where it's going. Yeah. Fit right in here. And just bend it enough to there we go. Like a little flange or something. Okay, that's kind of different. So now, looks like we are, okay. So we are gonna go push this down. We're pushing this one down. So if you see the little angle right here, it's like it angles down and then it straightens out. So like before, I'm gonna kind of push this up a little bit. And then when you push it down, it will line up, or at least line up better than trying to do it straight. It goes right on there. Just trying to, with this, you always got to be careful with your hand placement. If you're trying to use your own fingers to push the tabs down, and just don't want to push on anything else that could get it damaged or anything. Push that in, push that in. Does that bend out? It looks like for this to bend down, for that to bend down to it, okay. Had me worried there for a second. Just looked like it wasn't the right angle. I don't like the bend pieces if they don't have a bend. But we'll see what happens. Okay. So with this now, interesting. Bend that over, and then this folds over. Whoops. I always get a little nervous when I bend something a little too far. Yep, so that's it for now. I think eventually we're gonna fold this end. We're gonna fold this end over. But for now, we're gonna put this down. And we're gonna work on the other one. Okay. Alrighty. So, looks like we got two pieces to the back, I believe. And I think the next step, we're gonna build some stuff to put it together. So I believe this is gonna go in between the other two pieces that we did last episode. So now it's just putting them together. So it looks like this piece goes down. And then this piece. Yeah, it's like my bad habit, just trying to rub all the stuff off. Okay, looks like I just folded it up. Okay. Just bending enough for this to fit in here. Just like so. And just bending it up to lock it in. It's not really sturdy right now because there's really nothing else for it to lock into, but we will change that soon enough. Yep, so okay. That was the exhaust port or something. A little different. Okay. So now, so you're going down, and then we're folding this down. There we go. And then you got these little tabs kind of sticking there. You want to make sure you don't accidentally push down on any one of them. I kind of did that earlier. I mean, it's easy just to kind of straighten them out, but still, you always want to be careful. Okay. Alright, so now for this back piece, we're going to be getting this. And oh, let me turn around. And always want to make sure that you're turning the right way, because you get the front and the back part, and it wants us to have the back part turned this way. So with this, I'm just going to go ahead and lock this in to keep it together, and lock this in to keep it together. I know what happened. Since this back piece right here still can get pushed back. That's what happened. It got pushed back, so it's you have to kind of put your finger on the back of it so it doesn't get pushed back any further than what it should be while you're working on these pieces. That one, and there we go. All right. A little difficult on that one, but I think we got it. I just need to kind of push it in a little bit, just make sure everything lines up. Okay. Okay, so now put that down. Do this one. So these are going to be straight down. Just making sure it's straight up and down. A little too much. There we go. And then that one down. And then this is gonna curve down to make a little angle. And then there. Wasn't there? Yep, right there. Oh, look at that. Man, it never fits that perfectly. I don't know what's going on. I think those are on there, so there we go. Nice little cover piece. Getting all the little stuff off over it. All right, so now we're gonna get this, and it looks like, is there a, yep, right there, okay. These bottom ones go into here. Oh, this top one goes into there. There we go. Alright. So there's one. It looks kind of nice. So guess what we're going to do next? Get the other one in. So do the same thing. You actually get this piece in first, and then get these two going. Kind of nice looking. All right, so now, oh, not yet. Hang on. One more thing here. Okay, so this goes one right there. And I got it backwards. Let's try that again. Sometimes it's hard to tell with a picture which way they want you to have it. Look at that right there. Let's see here. Okay. So now, we can bend these. And then okay. Let me see how this is here. Bend this up here a second. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Do the same for this one. So that's down. That's down. There we go. I don't think there's really any way I can. There we go. Really not any good angle for me to use the pliers to try to push it down, but there we go. That'll be a little back piece or something that'll go onto it. So, interesting. Just have to see what it looks like. Is to put these little gold angles or wings or whatever these are right here into these slots to slide them in, and then you fold it over on the other side. So these all actually will cut out just because there's too many, and I don't want to mess them up. So, but I figured I'd go ahead and at least I want to do one on my own first, just to see kind of what happened, and then we will continue on. So it's like the gold is supposed to show out, so this time it just slides right in, and then there are those holes there, so you gotta kind of wiggle it around until it pops right in. And then there is one side of the tab that's black that'll match the background that you don't even see it, and then it just locks in. So it's kind of cool. There we go. So that's what they wanted you. Put these little wings or whatever on the back. Don't really see the tabs too much, but don't really notice them. But it's kind of interesting. So that was it. That was the last step for this little piece. So we'll put that off to the side, and we will continue on to the next one. So got everything laid out. Of course, it's going to be one on either side, and we're going to have a little invader that likes to bother me while I'm doing this. So yeah, you too. So we shall get going. It's not the normal one that usually sticks around here, but she can be just as bad. Yes, baby, I know. I just already petted you. Oh, I know. I know. So they always like to get into things they're not supposed to get into. Kind of have a feeling this little next part's going to be interesting because it's a very small piece. Flipped over. Sometimes I kind of forget how small these pieces really get. So usually they give you enough of the tab to bend down, but if the piece is too small, then not really too much you can do with it. Make sure I don't go too far up. I think it might be good. Just see how it all fits here. Okay, those are in. That's in, and there we go. That fits right over top of that where that one angle kind of went up. So it's kind of lined up in there, but not enough to worry about if it doesn't line up exactly right. It should be straight down. Just trying to straighten these out. Okay, there's one. Yeah. So now fold this down and forward Don't break it. That down. And folding this over. To fit right there. And then folding that over. And then pushing these in. Okay. So now that we did that, let's see. Now we got this. There we go. There we go. There's one. Now, we gotta do it all over again. I was working on the two little extensions to that back piece. I did the one and kind of wanted to do the other one. I said I would film putting it together, but all it was just putting the tabs in and just locking it in. So I figured it wasn't worth doing it because it only lasted like a minute. But here it is though, just showing you kind of what it looks like with those pieces in. So, you know, it kind of looks like one's a little off center, but I think they're doing it on purpose because when you put this on the back of them, it's going to go in like this. So I think they purposely are having this one go a little more off to the side than the other one. But no, it was just putting them in, putting the tabs down, and that was it. So yeah, it wasn't worth filming. Like I said, it'd been like a minute episode. So, but the other piece was exactly the same. But so I think this part's complete for now. Just set that off to the side. So it looks like now the next part, which depending on the model, sometimes this part can be difficult. It could be easy, is the head, which I kind of dread sometimes, but some models have been really difficult to build, and other models have been really, really easy. So this one I'm not for sure. So we'll see. We'll start it and see what happens. So got all the pieces out. Got our little companion visiting. So it looks like we're gonna start with this little piece here, and we're gonna make some rounded parts. So do our favorite kind of wrap around, at least part of it anyway. And it looks like this is going to go in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and just fold it. Get this to line up. I may not be talking too much during this episode. Had a long day. A little tired. So, apologize if I don't have too many comments. Get that in there. Let me go ahead and lock this down. Once you get to the end part of the model, you tend to see some of the, do some of the same processes as you do throughout the entire model, or stuff that you see at the beginning. So by this time, the rounded pieces are actually shouldn't be too difficult. Just kind of getting it to line up. Looking good. Just making sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Yeah. Ah! It just popped out. Sometimes it happens, it catches on your glove a little bit. Just gotta push this down. Try not to push it too far. Alright. Sometimes it catches on something, so you gotta... There we go. Alright, let's see here. Sometimes they're straight up and down, 90 degrees, sometimes they're not, so just try to make sure, get it right. There we go. If that wasn't going to work, I was just going to take it off and just rebend it. Nope. It'd be helpful if I actually get in front of the camera. Losing track of what I was doing. Okay. And this is supposed to go forward. But I kind of have a feeling this may need to be bent forward just a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Usually when you bend stuff at an angle, you always gotta bend the tab just to get it to lock in. Okay. So, that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, now we're gonna use this. I have a feeling it looks like this is gonna be kind of the bottom piece. We're gonna use this. Okay. This is a little different. looks like it's supposed to go in. Now it looks like these pieces swing in to lock into here. So since that's the case, so these tabs got to be bent down. Oh, I gotta swing that in, right? Yep. Little edge right here. Okay, got that in. Hard part is bend it down without. What you're gonna be messing with. Should better get that with the. Whew, okay. Oh, yeah, now the fun part. Let me set that down. The front part, we're going to be putting these little, which is going to be extremely difficult. Kind of little sideburns or something. It looks like. Pushing that over and pushing this. Just trying to push it too much, but just trying to. This is extremely small piece. Okay. I mean, you're probably never even gonna notice it, but now the hard part is trying to see how this is supposed to. There we go. Okay. Got that on. Now just try to. There we go. Whew. Yeah. That's it. Kind of see, get the little definition on it, little side pieces on it. And then with that, putting a small magnet on the back of it. I think that's to help it stick. Okay, and then this is going right up in here. Just like that. Just trying to make sure the magnet is still where it needs to be. Not too bad. Getting the face, little side piece, everything. So, little back. So that turned out too bad. Alright, trying to get this bit down. These to a straight edge. Get this down to a straight edge. Okay, so this pops on right here. It's supposed to anyway. There we go. Bend this down a little bit. That'll kind of. Close this down. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So these. That one in. There we go. Now, looks like the back part needs to come up a little bit. Something does not look right. One thing is, I need to bend this piece up. There we go. There we go. I think we may have gotten it. Again, it all kind of come together once you start putting all the pieces in. These are going to be straight up and down. Okay. Now, these. Wow, that actually fit. Can't believe it. That actually fit. I guess that's how you know if something, you built it correctly, is that the pieces just fit right in there like that. There we go. Okay. Now, I got another visitor. So make sure these are in, make sure that's it. Yes, you want to be on camera too? That one in, and there we go. What? Oh my goodness. I just think it bent as much as I kind of wanted it to, but doesn't. Don't drop it on the floor. But not too bad. Okay, so now let's bend that a little bit. Bend that a little bit. There we go. And just kind of push it to gaze straight, and then creep it down again. There we go. Like that in. Let's see. Okay. Now, the fun part. Okay, so question is, how do I get this front piece all the way up to there? Just gonna push this in, lock that in. Not trying to push too much, but just to get the so face ain't looking too bad. Like I said, you're not gonna get all the get sealed, but okay. Let's see. Now Tighten that down a little bit. Okay, so it goes like that, and the face, you know, once you get it bent, then it's not gonna fit in. That's where you gotta figure out what you gotta do. There we go. Now, so the head will fit on the body like that. That'll go on the top piece. But we're not finished. So then, little side pieces right here. Okay. Let's see. Kind of a bend. Okay, give it a little definition. Lock those together. And then, the really hard part is this little piece. I have to use. Try to bend this. So it's good to have some small pliers. There we go. A little more definition. Okay. And then, if you remember, we had the magnet on the back of that. Oh, it just kind of sticks to it like that. So you can take that off and on if you want. So that's why with the magnet on the back of the face, if you remember. So just gotta slide it down to the spot where it was at. There we go. Yeah. So there's the head. Not too bad. So from here on out, we'll be working on the rest of the chest and shoulder piece to attach this to, along with the back part, and then bring it all together. But not many pieces left. So usually when you get to this point, it kind of goes by a little quicker, just because you're about done with it. So, but there you go. Head is finished. So it actually wasn't too bad. Couple spots that were a little tricky, but you always get something with each of them. So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next episode.